All right, this is a quick little lesson on what function notation is. This is something that you learn in 8th grade math, but since you guys are in honors algebra, you have surpassed this and did not learn what function notation was. So really quick, just a quick little notes here for you before you start working on this activity. So function notation is basically just f of input equals your output. So input is what you're going to put into the rule or the equation, and the output is what you get out of it once you solve. So here's a small little example of how we would write it. So f of x equals 2x plus 1. So 2x plus 1 is what we would also call the rule, and that is what we would plug in whatever x is into this equation. So here's an example. If I wanted to know what f of 3 was, I would do 2, plug in 3, plus 1. And then when I just continue to solve that, I still write f of 3 equals 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1. Obviously, 6 plus 1 is 7. That is where that 7 came from. So f of 3 equals 7. And any number for x, you can plug in any whole number, any decimal value. Really, it's any real number. So that is just a quick example on what function notation is. If you look right here for activity 3.1 example, so this is what is on your activity packet to start. You are figuring out what is f of 10, and the rule is 3n minus 7. So what you would do is simply rewrite f of 10 equals 3. We are now plugging in 10. We are inputting 10 into here. And then we're just going to solve. And you don't have to show all of these steps. I'm just doing it for teaching purposes. So you would multiply 3 times 10 minus 7. So then f of 10 equals 30 minus 7, which is 23. And that would be your answer. And then the next one says something like f of 10 minus 1. And because this minus 1 is outside of the parentheses, once you figure out what is f of 10, which if we think about it, we just found what f of 10 was right here. So you would just literally do 23 because that is f of 10 minus 1. 22 would be your answer for that second one. So this quick little example on function notation, we will be using it quite a bit this unit. So make sure to finish these 4 questions and let me know if you have any questions.